Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back yet to another vlog. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. What I want to talk about is why is it that I don't drive my Dodge Challenger, specifically daily drive it? And let's figure out. By the way, I just made some burgers for the family. They sell these packs of 4. Actually, it's 5 at HEB. If you don't live in Texas, you have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's a big grocery store, a local. They have one of the best places to go grocery shopping. Going back, why is it that I don't daily drive that over there in my next vlog? Join me. So there's several reasons why I don't daily drive my Dodge Challenger. One of them in particular is I like to take care of the car to keep everything well protected, such as the paint, the tires. You know, when you have your car parked, and yeah, I do drive it, don't get me wrong, right? She's not just there all the time, but there's a reason why I've owned my Dodge Challenger roughly for about 5-6 months, something like that, and it only has 1,500 miles. So, you know, there's a reason why I don't like to daily drive. And one of the reasons is I like to protect the integrity of the car. The more you're able to protect the car, the better value it is later when you decide to sell it. Well, some of you guys might not care about selling the vehicle. Some of you guys might actually do the right thing, which is you just buy the vehicle and you keep it forever, which is great. However, there's people like me, and people like me like to trade in my cars every couple of years. Yes, I'm gonna get comments down below that doing that, you take some huge hits financially, so on and so forth, and I get it. But that's another reason why I like to protect my vehicle and not drive it so often. Though again, I do enjoy it. And that's around depreciation. Don't get me wrong, all cars depreciate, especially Dodge, it depreciates a lot. For some of you guys that have traded in Dodges, you know exactly what I'm talking about. However, when you keep a car in almost say really mint condition with really low miles, you do tend to get better value for the car at time of trading. So what do I do? So some of you guys who are close to the channel know that about 5 months ago when I got rid of my Dodge, I had a Camaro ZL1, and great car, by the way, and if you're in the market, go yourself and get yourself one. But I really love that car, just like I love my Dodge Challenger. The problem I was having with that car is the miles per gallon was just ridiculous, and at the same time, you know, it's an expensive vehicle and I want to protect its value as much as I can. So what I decided to do was actually buy another car. And again, if some of you guys have been following my channel, you guys know that roughly around during that same period I got the Camaro, I went ahead and went and bought a used Chevrolet Volt. It's actually my daily driver. What's great about my Chevy Volt is that my commute to work is roughly around 40 to 50 miles round trip. And if you're familiar with the Volt, you'll know why that's important, because it gives you around 40 to 50 miles of range just on electric. It can give you up to 400 miles because it actually has a generator that you fill up with gas that gives you both. So, I mean, for you guys are actually in the market and already have, you know, one of your dream cars, one way you could protect it is by buying, you know, a used 2010, 2011, 13 Chevy Volt, or even any other type of electric car. And it's gonna save you big time. As I mentioned before, I like to protect the value of my car, but I also go through cars a lot, like roughly every 2 years. And so I believe by having my Volt, it protects the integrity and the character of my car, my Challenger, which I love. And so again, it keeps the miles low, it keeps the tires new, it keeps the paint clean. I don't get any window chips for taking her on traffic or all these dings on the front. And I'm not one of those guys that's gonna spend the extra money knowing how I go through cars to put PPF protection on the car. I'm just not gonna do it. It's expensive and I go through cars too fast. Why would I do that for somebody else to enjoy that value I just spent on the car? Makes absolutely no sense. Would you agree? Don't get me wrong, guys. The Chevy Volt is not a sports car, but it's not a bad looking car. You don't have to buy even a charging station for it. basically is it comes with one. It has a charger that literally you plug it in at night when you get home from work or from wherever you're coming from, and she'll charge overnight. And it'll take roughly around 8 hours to fully charge. And you might say, well, yeah, Edgar, there's some more expenses in regards to the electricity is using to charge. And you know what? You might have a point there. However, the cost to charge your car, the 40 miles I just mentioned earlier, literally is like 50 cents to $1 for 40 miles. Come on now, man. Now, we all know gas prices right now are low because of the current situation. But we also know the prices are going to come back up. Let's keep it real. The other thing I want to share with you guys, a lot of people do not talk about this car, is the reliability. These cars are extremely reliable. So you can spend money on this car and literally not put any gas. It rarely requires an oil change, like once every 5 years. You don't need to change the brakes because they're regenerative energy, which means the car pretty much almost brakes by itself. I mean, guys, come on, man, like seriously, like if you can, a secondary car, especially if it's an electric car, is a great option for a lot of you folks out there that are really trying to take care and baby your ride. Now, as you guys know, your car, which is your baby, not your secondary car, can be extremely expensive. And some of you guys have financing and you're paying that car. Why not protect that car? If you love it so much, this could be another way to protect your ride. So that's why I do not daily drive my Dodge Challenger. I used to daily drive my cars all the time. But once I figured out the Volt and how reliable they are and how self-sufficient they are, it was a no-brainer. I was like, look, I go through cars a lot. Why not just buy a car that I actually plan on keeping finally, like this one? And anytime I buy other cars, like I know I am based on my track record, why not protect those cars and let them hold their value so when I do trade them in, I don't take such a hit? That's the problem. You take all these hits with all these trades. Now, don't get me wrong to think I'm not naive to understand that there's a lot of folks that can't even afford one car, and I get it. But I'm saying for those that can, you know, I'm just telling you it's a great option. It's going to protect your ride. So that's another reason, again, why I just find it so easy to get an electric car and protect my baby, which is my Dodge Challenger Widebody. So there you go, guys. That's the reason why I don't daily drive my Dodge Challenger. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Make sure you subscribe and hit a thumbs up, and stay tuned for more. Peace.